Priscilla,
Yes, Queen.
many struggle with the idea of giving themselves permission to do something, especially a pivot. How did you overcome self-doubt and fear during your transition from being an Olympic athlete? I mean, you're still next level, but an Olympic athlete by definition, and now entering the world in a different way.
So can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Do I need the mic?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not a very good micer.
You're good.
Just hold it up.
So I guess my thing, everybody can hear me now, right? Yes, of course. I am 35 years old. I started running track when I was 6 years old. My mom was a single mother. Growing up as with a very diverse background, I'm a Catholic. I went to private school, married a white man. Like, all the things just don't fit in a certain box. So I feel like I never asked permission because I realized that I couldn't leave it into other people's hands what I wanted to do. Because every time that I wanted to do something, somebody told me that I wasn't good enough. When I wanted to model and act, they said I was too fat. They told me that I wasn't pretty enough. They said that my teeth aren't straight enough. They said my nose wasn't skinny enough. They said I wasn't light-skinned enough. They said my hair was too short. All the things, right? And then being an athlete, they say you're not skinny enough, you're not tall enough, you're not talented enough. All the things that we've all heard, right? We're women, we all experience this. So when you're talking about fear, I'm being very, very honest and genuine and authentic when I say this. I had no fear. Because what the hell was I fearing? There's nothing to fear about pivoting. I knew I was going to retire. Life shifts. One thing that my mom was very supportive, but she didn't have belief in herself. So it wasn't something that I saw. So in this day and age, I feel that I was ready for retirement. It was out of my hands. I got COVID and I had to retire, right? So I was forced into this realm of, what are you going to do? That's what everybody says. You're an Olympic athlete. It'll be super simple. Not when you have to start from scratch. I didn't have internships. I didn't have any. I had Olympic rings, which gets you through the door, but it's not getting you the job. So after being told so many times, at a certain point, you just don't ask for permission, you ask for forgiveness, right? So I was going to show up authentically myself. I was not going to shut up. I was going to show up as me and figure out the way that I needed to do it. I failed at 4 jobs, 4 9-to-5s. I use the F word very frequently. I'm very happy to fail because that's where I learned. So I think in this day and age, the pivot is powerful. Because you don't have to be quote unquote stuck. You don't have to allow disrespect. You don't have to. And the only reason I know this is because every woman that's older than me in this room paved the way. They gave me that power. One of the things that I think every woman should watch in this room is 6888 on Netflix. If you have not seen this movie, you need to watch this movie. I promise you, okay? If you don't know it, I swear, just Google it, I swear. It's a Tyler Perry movie that we can all get behind, okay? But this fear, I never wanted, because of what you ladies have done for me, you paved the way so that I don't have to be fearless. You did all the hard work. Now I have to carry the torch. So if you're ready to pivot, if you're ready to go into a new career, if you're ready to go into a new avenue, do it. Take this step. You're going to start from scratch. You're going to start from 0. You guys have all seen it. You're going to start with 0 followers. You're going to start with 0 sales. You got to start. Do it. Do it for you, because it's disrespectful to yourself to deny yourself this gift. Do y'all feel me on this?
Listen, you're very powerful in your pivot plan, right? You just take it on.
Yeah.
But I want you to share with everyone the real truth behind it is you do have to have a plan.
Yes.
So yes, I want to do this, I want to go here, I want to do all of these things. But why don't you tell everybody the top 3 things that they really need to think about before they go all in? You can do a side hustle, you can look around. If you think about what a pivot is, because I'm a visual person, you're standing with one foot grounded, right? The other foot is turning a little bit, so you're peeking around the corner and seeing what else is going on, but you have to be grounded yourself to be balanced in your pivot, right?
100%.
So take it from there.
So I retired in 2021, right after COVID. And like I said, I failed at 4 different jobs. So I was trying different things, figuring out different things. And I am in my, I guess, second biggest pivot of my life right now. I'm in it. And so when I quit my job, I was in liquor sales, I was in radio, and then I worked for the Greater Wildwood Chamber of Commerce, doing like social media and marketing. And then I just left a PR firm. And so I wanted to try different things. And so what I realized was, if you don't know how the Olympics work, is your coach gives you the date of the Olympics that you'll compete. You train backwards. That's how they set up the plan. You start from the day that you compete, and then you make a plan every single day. I knew, well, he knew, not me, he wouldn't tell me, or I wouldn't show up for practice. So you know exactly what you're doing. I trained 6 days a week for 8 years for 1 day of competition. Okay, just to put that into perspective, right? I missed out on my first Olympics, said I'll never do it again, worked my ass off, and then of course, pulled my hamstring right before, rehabbed, made it to the Olympics, right? So the plan went according as it should. When you're becoming an entrepreneur, you're the first one of your family. You want to break generational trauma. You want to take the torch from the women before you, and you have no idea what you're doing. It's important to take a step back and figure out what that is. I wanted to make sure that I was doing things correctly. You're gonna make mistakes regardless. You're gonna start from scratch regardless, but you gotta have a plan. So what I did was, on my wall in my home, I put my personal vision board and my professional vision board of what I actually wanted to attain. When I pray or when I have a goal, I'm not looking for a certain car, I'm not looking for a certain dollar amount. I wanna say, I am ready for whatever it is my success looks like, and I wanna be prepared for it. Right? So then I'm looking at, okay, what does that look like? So I'm taking educational courses that are free, right? Because I quit my job. My savings is barely there. My husband, thank God, is a teacher. He ain't going nowhere, right? He's a teacher in New Jersey. That's what you do. So it's figuring it out. Like, he's not going anywhere, sorry. Like, that's it. So I figured out what I needed marketing-wise, financially, wise, like what I need to understand about business, QuickBooks, all that stuff that I don't know. Branding, website, all the things, right? But I don't want to get overwhelmed. So I make a plan, and I break it down by where I want to be in 4 years, and then I break it down by year, and then I break it down by quarter, and then I break it down by month, backwards. So 4 years from now, I have my plan, and it's a hustle, it's a grind. I use Upwork, I use Canva. Everything that I can do myself, I do. If I need help, which is like website design, which is like newsletter, I need help. Grant writing, I need help. There are certain things that I don't have enough time, and you don't have enough time to do. Focus on what you're great at, do those things. For everything else, you can hire somebody to help you with. Okay? That's how I do it. I have to structure it. So a team, I come from a Dominican mother who never likes to ask for anything. We are trained that we can do it all ourselves. You can't. There are good people out there that want to help you. I am one of them. I may not be able to get you to your exact business goal. I may not be able to write a business plan for you, but I'm going to connect you with somebody that can, because I want you to succeed. The biggest thing I realized was, once I opened up to pivoting and being vulnerable and being like, yeah, I don't know. That's okay. I'm gonna show up authentic and correct. Once I became the light within, good people found me and they wanted to help me, right? So I think making a plan is just about executing what you want and having that goal. Having a goal, but then being able to transition as you go through it. It may not look exactly right, but you adapt and you adjust and you keep moving. But making that plan, moving from your goal and moving backwards, I think will help a lot. And it'll get you there, and you're gonna learn a lot. And that's what it's about. It's learning who's with you, who's not with you, good, bad, and the ugly. That's my advice.